Alright, so Opera Factory OM3. So actually this is one of the most requested bass heads IEMs here in the channel. So it took me a long time to get a hold of one. But yes, we have the Opera Factory OM3 now in the lab for review. I did review the OM1 before and I did recommend it for bass heads. It's one of the most bassy earphones here in this channel. So how did the Opera Factory do the OM3? Is it gonna be a better version than the OM1? That's what we're gonna find out. Of course, we're gonna unbox it first and I'll give you guys my first impression. Right, let's check out the box. Actually, it's a pretty artistic looking box. One of the boldest boxes that I have seen. Says Opera Factory. You do have some characters, which is nice. Some pop art. And also in the box, it doesn't have a lot of stuff. So we're gonna open it now. And look at this, guys. Look at the gold trims. And this is also a pretty big box overall. And you now have the Opera Factory OM1. And it says Opera Factory and also coppers. Wow, and you do have that gold kind of color, which is you know, something I like. Put that aside. Cables, it's in the gold color, so definitely this is different compared to the Opera Factory OM1. The OM1 is kind of red in color, so you do have that organizer in the cable, L plug at the top, and actually the color is pretty cool. It's a kind of a goldish rose gold kind of color, so there's still, you know, banking on the gold color. You do have also that gold trims here, so not so bad cable overall. But yeah, this is definitely in the cheap side in terms of the cable, but I do like the color overall. In terms of tips, they do have additional tips, and it's actually Easy Tips branded, and you do have 2 sets, which is nice. So if you lose one, you do have a lot of tips with you. Warranty card, and of course Opera Factory logo. And we're gonna get the IEM now and put in the cables. Alright, so let's go to the build first of the cable. So actually you have preform ear hooks, and actually the plastic that they use is kind of smooth. Definitely this is more upscale compared to your usual Chi-Fi. You have a gold organizer also. At the plug part, again, that kind of shiny gold color. And also the preforming is pretty soft overall, so maybe this comfortable earphone to wear. In terms of the lobes, you do have a metal faceplate, which is nice. It's also glossy. I do like the finish overall. It's kind of like a car kind of finish. Logo of coppers and Opera Factory, that will be, you know, for you to decide. For me, it's kind of too noisy, but yeah, it's for you, it's kind of subjective. In terms of the shape, it's actually sort of like the ZSN Pro. It's kind of deep in the ear, and you do see that big dynamic driver. And the tips also is pretty soft overall. It's kind of like SpinFits, but it's a bit rougher compared to SpinFits. But I do like the texture overall. So in terms of comfort, this may be comfortable. This is also a bit light overall. It's kind of like the weight of the TFZ S2. So this may be comfortable to wear after a long listening session. In terms of the shape, this is a safe shape, very usable kind of shape. So I'm pretty sure this will fit well in my ear. Alright, so now we're gonna have a first listen of this and give you guys my initial impressions and how this sounds like. Alright, first impressions in the sound. So this is definitely a bassy earphone. Bass is definitely forward in the mix. And it's kind of a V-shaped sound with elevated bass at the bottom. And it also has, you know, kind of a smooth sound at the bottom, but it has actually some dryness on top. Compared to the OM1, this is a bit more shimmery on top, if I remember it correctly, compared to the OM1. So the stage is still pretty big, much like the OM1. Separation though is just okay for me, you know, not a landslide victory because of that smooth nature in the bass. Actually, basses are pretty overwhelming here, so it kind of smoothens out the mix a bit. So here being V-shaped also, the mids is recessed in the mix. So vocals here, especially male vocals, will be in the background. But definitely, yes, the highlight of this is the bass. There's really commanding bass here, also boomy as well and forward in the mix. So in terms of detail, this is better compared to the OM1 because of that kind of more dry highs on top, more clean highs on top, and actually more extended highs on top. Sorry, so first impressions here are definitely this is geared towards more of a bass head. And for bass heads, yes, this might be something that you're looking for. Definitely I'm gonna still compare it to, you know, other bass heads IEMs here in the channel, and I'm also gonna create a top 5 bass heads IEM after this review of the OM3. But of course, stay tuned for that in our full review. And I'm also gonna do a sound test of this versus the OM1. Again, this is just an unboxing and first look. And of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.